Okay, so this is the new stuff we're learning today. This whole week and next week we're going to be writing and graphing linear inequalities. So and we've talked about this before, okay, but this is just a refresher. So what do they look like if they're solid line? It would look like one of these two, where it has a line underneath, okay, and it's a solid line. And it will also have closed circles. Okay, so this is just a picture. This is like the snowman and the robot. So the robot, those are your solid lines. You see, that's why it has a solid line right here. They have a line underneath. It's greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and they have closed circles. The solutions are included in here. So these closed circles, that means that's a solution. Anything on a solid line, those are solutions. Okay? A dashed line, what type of symbols would that be? That would be any one of those two, and it does not have a line underneath. So that would be this one. This is the dashed line one. That's why it has dashed line for the mouth. That's why it has an open circle for a nose. And they don't have a line underneath. Okay? These points are not solutions. So open circles or anything on the dashed line, those are not solutions. So shaded above, anything that would be shaded above would be greater than. So anything that says greater than would look like this. So greater than or equal to, both you would shade above the line, which is up. Okay? Anything you shade below that's down, would be the less than one. So anything that says less than, that would be symbols that look like this. So less than or equal to, both of them, you shade below the line. Okay, and you can always come back to this video just in case you forget. But you do need to be writing these notes down. So if you have not wrote these down, pause the video and write them down. This is the same thing, it's just a different way. Okay, so solid lines would be any of these two. Dashed line would be any of these two, and that's what they're called, the names. Shade above the line would be any of these two greater than. And shade below the line would be any of these two, which are less than. So shade above are greater than, shade below are less than. So what does that look like? This is what it would look like if it had those symbols. For instance, this one right here, you see how it has dashed lines? It also has open circles. So any open circle, those are not solutions. Solutions are only found right here on the shaded area. And that's this symbol. Great. You're shading above the line. Okay, so look at the points and shade above the points. Less than. It's going to be a dashed line, just like right here. It's going to be open circles. Okay, and because it's less than, you're shading below the line. So anything below those points, that's where your solutions would be. Solutions are not on these open circles, ever. Okay, these other ones are different. These are solid lines. Okay, that's why this line is solid. That means it has closed circles. All of these are solutions. Okay, if it's on a solid line, those are solutions. If it's on a dashed line, those are not solutions. So anything on a solid line, those are solutions. And anything shaded in the shaded area, those are solutions. Same thing over here, solid line, those are solutions. And shaded area, those are solutions. These are shaded below because they are less than. This is a less than symbol. This is shaded above because it's greater than symbol. Okay? So those are examples. And this is an example of the same line. Look at this. They're all the same line. Exactly the same. They're just different and they have different symbols. For instance, this one is greater than. That's why it's a dashed line and that's why it's shaded above. Okay? This one is less than. That's why it's a dashed line and it's shaded below. You have to know the difference. This one is greater than or equal to, so it's a solid line, and it's shaded below because it's less than or equal to. That means all my solutions are on the line and on the shaded area, all over here. And this one is greater than or equal to, so that's why it's a solid line, and it's shaded above. Okay, so you have so many different options depending on the inequality symbol that they give you. And that's what we're going to be doing today. You gotta know what each symbol does. Okay, and it's easy to write the notes down and then try to graph it. The next video is about some of the examples from the paper that you're doing today. Whatever you don't get done, try to do it at home because we're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow.